Wait a second. It's got to be a tank, right? Okay.
Yep. All right, we got the
hold on here. Hold on. TSM definitely a lot more success when they do set up these 5-on-5.
I think we have a much more aligned goal as to what we want to do now compared to last week. Pretty much the entire 1-2-3 phase of pick and ban was. Oh, sorry. Yeah, my team got first blood. I'm really happy. That's all I care about right now.
Yep, what a note to leave it on. Let's send it back to the casters as the action continues.
Yes.
We got Boogie now in a problematic position as Shaden's coming in trying to stop him from getting away. Insanity moving over to protect his jungler as they leave, but no, Shaden! He might just get shot to bits by Insanity. That last auto attack doesn't quite have the range. Now Insanity is in JoJo's clutches. The charm connects. I don't believe TSM's mid laner should have any way out of this, but he dodges away. The relentless pursuit getting him out.
Revenge, revenge, revenge. Can he catch him?
Revenge has to get him here, flashing over the wall to guarantee that he gets it. So Revenge is going to tie this up as a 1-for-1. But holy hell, Kobe, Boogie's prediction on that shattering strike to get the first kill was insane.
So good. Flashes at JoJo, but then Q's right back where he knows he's going to flash to. Really nice stuff there. Boogie getting active early.
And he's doing it again. The crash down after the shattering strike. It's such a powerful combination, and piercing light will pierce JoJo's Aria.
Kite it. But it looks like JoJo's saying, hey, I got to push this mid wave. He's not coming quite yet. So while the rest of Evil Geniuses wanted to try and contest there, bottom side, change the numbers. That gold lead might actually be fightable.
Sanity being a point of escape there for Chime, as now Boogie's in the middle of everybody. He's going to die before he can even use an ability, as Chime locks him down and Haunter's going to fire back to get a kill. Now Revenge stuck in the front of everybody, and Insanity's got the firepower to bring him down, making it a
W, and you see the recall right now from Kaisa. No Kaisa W comes out, so TSM claim Dragon number 2 play. Cross map plays that they were able to pull off, but Haunter's done really well for himself too. Him being the most picked on member usually. It looks like that will continue.
Yep, but he should be able to get away from this, I would think. I mean, he's Ornn. Revenge wanted to get the angle to use the all-out and knock him back. That's why Haunter flashed there. Did not want to have that extra displacement that could have potentially resulted in a death. Instead, EG with their overloading of topside. Yeah, they're going to take the tier 1. Problem is, now we're racing for turrets against a Rift-Tailed and a Fed Lucian on the other side of the map. That is not a race you often win. Haunter might even be able to interrupt Revenge's back here. Nice. That's going to further disrupt the tempo for EG as Boogie, Turtle, and Chime pushing into the tier 2 in mid lane. Now Haunter going to get stopped, going to get bopped, going to get dropped. Evil Genius is picking up an easy one there in the 2v1. Yeah. Standing gold on the map. Well, that tier 2 in mid and the tier 3 bottom are limping gold. If TSM hit him even a little, they're down. Now Boogie's going to get locked up. This could be dangerous for TSM, but Chime is ready to follow up and engage in the enemy jungler, and Insanity immediately bursts him down. Halo with a massive flash into the pulverize.
Whoa!
But where's the extra damage? They don't have enough to kill anybody just yet. JoJo's going to die. He gets the shutdown on Insanity, but he's traded, and the rest of TSM will absolutely bulldoze.
The only death, so worthy sacrifice there for TSM. They're able to get number 3. They're well
EG favored matchup we got here today. TSM has a good early game, okay, but EG will probably come back with some of that classic.
horn, so TSM can draw them in and look for an engage.
Shaden wants to use the Poppycopter to knock somebody away. He gets rid of Boogie. That's a critical target, but JoJo is already down. Insanity's killed him before the fight can even begin, but now he's got to try to get away from Ayla and Unforgiven, as Shaden's going to be focused by Turtle and Haunter across the river. An immediate re-engage from Boogie, who has rejoined the fight, sends Unforgiven heading for the hills, as Ayla at least gets a shutdown back on a Turtle. Both of the AD carries are dead on TSM, and Revenge is ready to run wild. Haunter and Boogie and Chime do not have the DPS. They got to get away from this Cassante. Revenge continuing to try to find the knockups here. Gets one, but over the wall comes the crash down. Boogie still looking for a chase. Now the Revenge doesn't have the damage. The Vamp, he can't escape, and Haunter takes the kill.
There's no DPS left in the middle of the map. Why Revenge eventually got chased down there. They had no DPS to follow it up.
Ayla with the flash pull, and Turtle's in danger. Massive engage coming out from EG, but a bigger turnaround from TSM. EG don't have the damage. 2v5. The smite's ready to go for Boogie. Shaden's one of the 3 dead. No chance to steal. EG just got their kneecaps knocked in on that one.
And Haunter at the front gate there, just pressing S standing menacingly in front of the evil geniuses, not allowing them to even
Excuse me, as now that 5,000 lead is allowing TSM to try to force this Drake and an early Hex Soul. Shaden does not use the ulti, lets that one expire. It's gonna have the cooldown mostly refunded. Ornhorn summoned up. Revenge going in to try to disrupt it, but now JoJo's locked down the Magnet Storms, bringing in multiple players from EG, and Boogie's got the first kill back onto the Poppy. Unforgiven drops Revenge right beside him. JoJo and Ayla have to run. TSM don't lose a man other than nobody at all. It's TSM all the way. Remember that turret from a couple of hours ago? Well, we're right back to it now, and they're finishing what they started.
TSM starting us out with a banger in playoffs. Steam rolling evil geniuses. We're just about to get to 25 minutes, and they've got Soul, they've got Baron coming inside the base.
Ayla, man, that ulti can't protect you. Not when it's 5v1. JoJo's gonna drop. That'll end it. TSM with a dominant win in game number 1. Shaden's not gonna slow this one down more than a second or two. It only took 25 minutes, and TSM slammed them.
They actually have multiple reset values now. If you get a first kill, you get a Thrall from Lissandra to explode, plus you get Jinx to get excited. And I feel like they have a lot of possibility of going for
funny. So it's just a work in progress to get that out of him on camera. But I hope you guys will keep trying, so yeah.
And channeling that energy into the game for EG to come up with
Tracks all the way up the jungle, follows it into the Baron pit, and then comes around for the surprise. Boogie is just completely mastermind the jungle matchup in this entire series, and now they're going for the dive.
Looking for it again. Shattering Strike doesn't hit, so then he has to use the crash down to get back away from the turret. Revenge nicely sidestepping that one. And now since Boogie doesn't have a flash, he's already used the crash down. He's in serious danger. EG should pick this one up, I would think, for free. As the Aftershock expires, Shaden and Revenge just need a little bit more damage. The W2 connects, and Revenge hits him with the lamp for the last shot.
I know it can work out, but after you miss the Q and you have no flash, it's kind of, you have no escape plan.
Meanwhile,
Insanity on the rotation to bottom. Unforgiven already had to pop both thumbs trying to get away. Ayla gets hooked! And man, Chime's gone fishing. Nicely done from TSM to pick that one up. But across the map, Shaden's helping out Revenge again. Haunter's got to try to get away from this one. Boogie's ready to back him up. Shattering Strike for the stun, but Revenge has the flash to guarantee the kill. Now Boogie's got to crash down.
The straight on mid, get the Dragon, huge pickup for them. And I think just in general, whoever gets Herald this game will have a lot of pressure advantage. In a 1v1 matchup, I think the Jax outscales to Rumble, but the Rumble is
the series started. He was like, yeah, we know how to take advantage and exploit Haunter. Now they're going mid though.
Insanity getting locked down here, has to self-ult to buy a little bit more time. Boogie wants to follow it up. Insanity with a flash back underneath his own tier 1 turret, and Haunter's ready to come join these guys. Crash down into the Magnet Storm. Long range equalizer ready to turn this fight around as Shaden and JoJo try to get away, but Haunter's got the flash. Evil geniuses disengage it too, and now they're ready to re-engage with the Jax copter. He pushes in to try to get the stun, but he misses it. Revenge with a minor outplay is now going to find the killing spree, but instead it gets turned around by TSM. They'll come out on top.
EG pre-Dragon. A charm does land.
Okay, Insanity, 3/4 HP, ready to go back in on Shaden though. Boogie leads the charge, not finding a very valuable target here at the start, but Magnet Storm keeps him in the equalizer. They want to turn it around back onto Insanity as a nice threat hook on Unforgiven on the other side hits, but it's a shutdown for Revenge on the enemy mid. Insanity's out of the picture. Unforgiven dies to Turtle, but it's a 2-for-1 trade for the geniuses. Revenge still has a full health bar, but he ain't slowing down. The play won't matter. A double kill back over to JoJo. He'll see if he can find some more. Turtle and Haunter trying to kite it out, fight it out, but it won't work, man. Revenge and JoJo are finding the damage, and TSM just lost all 5 men.
And the flash at the end there. Oh my goodness. Revenge playing on the edge of a knife with that Jax. Went back in, got just out of range. Turtle wanted it so badly, but can't get the auto off.
I think the target selection here from TSM was a bit off. Not for EG, they have too many carries. So for this Rift Herald fight, we need to see TSM go for the big wombo combo.
Shaden engaging onto Haunter immediately as JoJo's in the middle of the fight, but he's got to be careful. Unforgiven still free firing on the side, and Haunter's already been killed. Into the back goes Ayla with a nice knockup 1-2. TSM are already crushed, and EG aren't done. Turtle tries to kite it out, but he can't get excited. A triple kill over to Revenge as JoJo goes over the wall and Chime hooks a wolf. EG got another ace for nothing.
From the Lissandra, boom, the engage from EG is already underway, and it's almost first kill before the Lissandra even arrived.
Up here in the top lane, they'll knock down that turret. Second turret of the game here for EG, and there's nothing TSM can do about it. Oh my goodness, they already found him. Sheeden just leads the way, and Ayla's finding the quickness to try to follow it up. A nice hook from Chime brings him back underneath the turret, and TSM may have found an angle for a fight. The Herald's not going to get the charge off of the... Right, well, the second item for Revenge here with the Sterix Gauge, trying to prevent dying in that potential wombo combo from TSM. I like this itemization because it makes it so difficult to stop his rampages in these fights.
Yeah, and if they don't find this reset,
those super fed carries. I mean, when we're talking about EG and the way that the gold is currently distributed, 12 out of the 13 kills.
your target, but he also has Merc Feds, and EG are on the Baron right now, so we'll see what TSM can do to counter this one.
TSM need to try to stop it. Maybe Boogie can go in for the Miracle Steal. The crash down, but it won't find it. The engage locks him down, but where's the follow-up damage? Unforgiven staying alive as JoJo can turn it right back around. Both enemy carries already dead. Boogie and Chime and Haunts are running back to the mid lane, but Revenge don't want to let him. He's going to keep the chase up. Boogie's still in range. Shaden and Ayla still ready to follow these guys too all the way in. Boogie tries to crash down to escape, but they get the kill anyway. JoJo is dominating, and Evil Geniuses are making mincemeat out of TSM.
Yeah, I think
the Baron, and they get the chase out on these extra kills here too. So now the game plan. Players are of the opinion that it's super rare to actually be in a place to ever play all three lanes, even when you do have split pushers, because there are so many comeback mechanics. You know, objective bounties, of course, are up. So if the enemy team just full sends it at one of your sides and gets a picks and then could maybe snowball that into an objective bounty shutdown or something, that's how comebacks happen.
And it's just really hard for TSM to engage on either side right now. They do have to send it on one side or they will just lose 2 inhibs, but they also just don't have a good target to go on. So I think if EG just plays patient here and don't give an angle, they will just get both double inhibs shortly.
Nice hook, go to Revenge. He's the one gonna get focused first, but he gets the counter strike down. Equalizer over the top. Now means Evil Genius is gonna be burned a little bit, but there's just no damage from TSM to get him any lower. Evil Geniuses absorb the engage. They still have plenty of health left. They're gonna force him to the tier 3. Haunter flashes away to barely survive. Stunner to Unforgiven. They shut him down, and Turtle's getting excited. Ayla and JoJo and Shaden are all on the run, but Turtle's ready to keep it going. Revenge wants to turn it around, but he doesn't have the damage just yet. He goes godlike, and now Turtle is gone. Revenge has found his moment, and a triple kill to go with it. Haunter trying to pick up any of these guys, but the Rumble ain't gonna get it done alone. The turret is about to fall. They'll force it down, and EG still win the fight.
The Jax, the true carry for Evil Geniuses here. What a scrappy fight. They're still going to get the inhibitor, though. Their goal has been accomplished.
Yeah, I think that was pretty slow reaction time from Unforgiven. I'm going to call him out there. Almost 4 items now, right? Yeah, he has a Spear of Shogun as well, so his team fight's going to be insane.
He's living the top lane dream as Boogie here tries to escape.
Vision down is dangerous because if EG's waiting, 12,000 gold is the point of the game where you are just going to get smacked. As Boogie goes for the crash down here, Smite under Revenge to slow him down a bit. Chime can reinforce. Nice use of the hook. Revenge doesn't have a lot of mana to fight with. They really want to try to force this, but now Turtle's in the middle of everybody, and Evil Geniuses has reinforced their top laner. It's a 1-for-1 trade here with a start, but TSM's got to run. Shaden comes in over the side to lock down Insanity, who tries to take the claw away, but JoJo will not allow it. Evil Geniuses. It looked like it might have started out with a pick on Revenge, but they turn it right back around on its head, and Unforgiven picks it.
Is he going to teleport in now to save JoJo too? Nah, just hold away.
He's playing Ari. He's fine.
He's cool with it, man. It only takes 2 players from EG. That's tough. I mean, they only barely got him last time, and he had, what, 50 mana to work with? So Evil Genius is putting the pressure on the tier 3 here on the top side. Insanity threw out the claw, but did not want to take that ticket. Figured it would just be one way. Evil Geniuses have the next wave coming in now to back him up as they lead off with Shaden's engage. The charm onto Chime locks him down, and Ayla goes golden to stop any sort of a counterattack. Shaden doing the same thing now. JoJo gets locked up. Bit of a problem here for EG so far, but Revenge arrives and fixes everything real quick. Revenge gets a triple. Revenge gets a quadra. Where's that pentakill for Jax? Somebody sound off.
Give it to him.
He won't give it to him. EG's got to chase it down. Revenge! Boom! Evil Geniuses ended in style.
That's 18 for Revenge on the Jax with a pentakill. Top lane.
It's not balanced.
Top lane broken roll, boys. 27-9. EG bounces back.
Now this is what I wanted to see from them. And then we have the Fiora counter pick with the Sejuani. I mean, both drafts make a lot of sense this time around. I think Revenge having the counter pick again with the Sejuani will
ward on the top side.
Ayla and JoJo both having the opportunity to potentially set something up here with some CC, but Boogie's coming back in. They're not just going to give the Drake away, but maybe they better think better of it. The nice engage coming out from Boogie, but there ain't enough follow-up damage. He has to be saved by the Lantern, and Unforgiven is bouncing the feathers around. The Dragon is taken by the Evil Geniuses, and now they're looking for more of a fight. A little bit of poke, not going to connect there from Wild Turtle, and a charm from JoJo pulls in Sean. He gets a flay back, and it's support for nothing so far. Kaisa into the back line with a Killer Instinct to at least make it a 1-for-1, but it's more TSM players dropping. Turtle falls to the Spirit Orb, and JoJo gets and more gold over in the mid lane. Shine with the flash over the wall, chasing after Unforgiven here. Yes, Death Sentence hits, but there's nobody else to back him up. Chime just went in by himself and died. That was the entirety of the...
I'm going to get a hook on an isolated AD carry, and my jungler's going to come over. No problem, but EG again making another play here as JoJo with ults.
Ooh, Insanity tried to use the Killer Instinct to dodge away from the Spirit Orb, but he still takes the second half of the damage! And JoJo with the max range, both parts hit instantaneously. He's spamming. Evil Genius is going to stay safe there, as Revenge with the Herald in the top lane can just hard force down this tier 1 turret. It is not even 11 minutes.
Now EG are kind of in the same predicament as they were last game, because they're winning. Oh, Sanity is caught.
Yeah.
He's just dead.
Yeah, there's nothing to even say about it, man. The teleport's right in front of him. The charm couldn't even be missed at that point. A Lantern to provide a save for Haunter. Chime and him, though, they're in some trouble. It's the sacrificial lamb roll from Thresh to try to get Ornn away. 2 more kills.
Wanting the Kaisa, getting the kill on Insanity, into a live play of him teleporting to the other side of the map, and now we're going to get another one.
Why are TSM players continually walking into the charms? I feel like we have just seen so many. To find any footing in this game, it feels like they're not on the same page. We're seeing people walk up alone. We're seeing people get caught. We're seeing this instance over and over again. JoJo is so far ahead that your jungle is a dark and dangerous place. Evil Geniuses are making TSM learn it the hard way, and now they're going to take down their second turret of the game.
I think the only upside here for TSM is that EG only has 1 dragon. So if you can stall this game for a long time, you can kind of have a comeback angle. But right now you're losing side lane and you're losing mid lane again. So there's not really a lot of options for TSM. I think they just have to play a bit more defensive, give up some more.
Last game, you know, got to be the top of the scoreboard, highlight plays this time around, playing Fiora into tanks. On the side of
this one. You got 20% kill participation, a nice little CS lead.
Hello.
And you know what? You're winning your 1v1. Boogie is not having a good time getting caught out again. The Lantern won't even save him. He tried controlling the enemy jungle, placing down the wards, zoning TSM back away. And Haunter and Turtle are trying to deal with Revenge now in a 2v1. Can he even survive this? No! The Ornn Horn claims him.
Top laner got bored.
Yeah, I was just going to say that as well. That happens when top lane gets bored. He's just like, my bad, guys. I'm not going to do that again. I'm actually going to wait for you guys to push top first.
Oh, man. EG just trying to get one more. There it is. Nothing to it. Back to 7.5.
You don't need to get more than the tower. If you get the tower, then the Baron will be easy by itself. So EG are looking for the dive, though.
Ayla flashing with the quickness to take down Wild Turtle. The kill goes over to none other than JoJo. Tier 2 is going to fall here. No Herald required. Evil Geniuses still hanging around a little bit longer.
Try and defend. Maybe there will be EG with a big mistake that they can get some kills back.
Hope is a dangerous thing, but it works right there. Wild Turtle picking up the kill on Ayla as Revenge teleports in immediately with a repose as Evil Geniuses lock down Chime. Revenge has exploded. It's a double kill over to Wild Turtle. TSM.
Exactly what TSM need to get back into the game. Stop the dragon stacking of Evil Geniuses, get a bunch of gold back here off the objective bounty shutdown, and stabilize.
And Turtle got both of these kills as well, so it's a lot of gold in his pockets. I think if they could get the JoJo Pion shutdown, they would be insanely happy. But this is a really good start for TSM, and they kind of need these windows to come back in the game.
Yeah, the road TSM coming, teleports out from TSM. Actually, it's already burned down. That thing is gonna poof.
The Baron at 3K. Teleport coming in from TSM as Boogie wants to challenge, but he's locked down before he can make his way into the pit. Haunter going after Unforgiven off to the side as TSM has Evil Geniuses trapped in the pit, but they got to be careful about JoJo here and now. Shaden's focused down. Chime picking up the kill on him as TSM...
Another objective bounty shutdown on a tower to TSM is very dangerous.
Can TSM get anything more from this? The tier 1 turret, okay. Nicely done there, but this could be even nicer. Flash out from JoJo, but he's still going to be locked down. He goes into the stasis. Ayla wants to buy him some time. TSM are going to get that bounty. TSM are coming back into the game. Chime rips Revenge out of the air from the blast card. alone. Void Seeker ain't gonna hit. He's going for a recall, but he has the teleport to rejoin his team if they get into anything. Oh, Chime getting caught out here. Shaden going for the ulti. He drops the box, but the TSM support is in trouble. Finally, the stasis gets popped. He's trying to use the Magnet Storm for the jungler, but it ain't gonna work. Chime is already down. Boogie's already down. The Ornhorn sounds off, but it ends up just splitting the uprights. Wild Turtle was not able to do DPS, while the front line ended up getting picked. And Evil
Kind of fighting over vision that doesn't really matter anyways, and I think
G has started up the Baron. Revenge is still pressuring the bottom lane. Boogie leads the charge for TSM. They want to try to stop EG here, but the Baron is already secured. TSM were too slow, and now they've lost the objective, and they're losing the split push situation. Evil Genius is jumping in. Jojo's not going to find the first charm, but he lands it onto Haunter instead, as Boogie's stuck in the front line. The burst comes through, and the jungler's already down for both sides. Wild Turtle has to flash away. He doesn't have the DPS uptime. Unforgiven lets the feathers fly over the wall. It's a double kill. It's everybody but Insanity dead, and TSM just lost the game off that one.
Yeah, that's going to be EG with some nice ending here. Able to calm down. They wait for the whole breaker split push to get down to the bottom side minion wave. Then they go over to Baron. They burn it while Jojo, while Ayla keep the contest from TSM away. And here goes game number 2. They're on the Nexus. Turrets, Insanity fighting for his life.
He flashes back underneath those Nexus turrets, but Evil Geniuses with a 4-man push take out the first one, but it bought enough time. Insanity's antics slowed down EG enough to still keep the game being played. EG gonna pick up that second inhib. Jojo leading in with a charm. They got the first kill on Chime. Boogie falls right after. EG was just backing away to come back in for the game-ending haymaker. They'll slap him right upside the mouth. Evil Geniuses. It was a bumpy road there for a second, but they got the job done. They'll win the third game. They'll move on to match point, and they'll do it with a 21-kill game.
He's feeling like he needs to make something happen early in the Zyra con lane.
Ooh.
And then Jojo just...
He heard you say traditional mage, and he says, no, we don't want to do that.
He knows he has to be jumping on this guy whenever he gets the chance to trade with cooldowns.
Copy. Shaden.
There it is. Steadfast presence means no way out for Insanity, and Evil Geniuses are first on the board.
And Pit, of course, you can hug the top side. The Scuttlecraft vision won't see you, and Haunter doesn't know.
Haunter. Oh, here comes the Poppy now. But Revenge has to be a little careful about this. He doesn't want to overchase Haunter on his own because he could end up walking to his own demise. Shaden again, just trying to cut off any sort of escape route here for the TSM top laner. Haunter still does have his flash. Revenge in some trouble as Buki joins the mix, and Revenge now has to go full retreat mode. Under 200 HP remaining, while down in the bottom lane, we got the 2v2 breaking out all the way. Chime down below 300 HP as the continued fire from Unforgiven forces TSM back.
They're gonna look at a possible dive. Ultimate ready for Revenge. He's burning down. He's
Oh, Boogie picks it up. Nicely done. An alley-oop there by TSM as Shaden tries to get something back on Haunter, but he just doesn't have the damage. Insanity barely gets away in the mid lane, survives with a sliver of HP. There is action all over the rift. 2-2v2s in the side lanes, the 1v1 back in the mid lane. Haunter and Boogie seeing if they might be able to get something else here, at least crash the wave further, while down in the bottom side, Turtle and Chime going in. Face breaker won't find it.
Shaden, another Hex Flash from behind. 3 members going at Haunter.
Oh, Haunter, this could be troubling, buddy. The flash going to be used there to escape the Fate Seal, but Shaden was in a great spot to guarantee the wall.
Done into the wall.
Yep.
So that is... Haunter's probably going to want that flash back, you know, knowing that the Poppy is right there, so wishes he could have held on to that one instead. He dies either way, but
Distance of the Fate Seal, but Jojo can still get away in time. Shaden coming back up into the top lane. He's got his flash this time, and Haunter is not long for this world. A little bit more damage is going to be required here, and they don't have
the kill in mid lane. Top side, though, repeat from TSM. Boogie is here. Revenge, no counter-strike.
Oh, nice ulti from Boogie over the wall. Revenge under pressure from 3 as Haunter has to get back away from the turret aggro. It's heated up. Insanity takes another turret shot. He'll get the shutdown and barely survive.
Resulting in a lot of turret damage down there. A lot of extra turret plate money for Unforgiven. Shaden here in the Raptor Pit is seen by a ward.
Chains of Corruption lands onto him, and Chime's going to slam him into the wall, but Shaden can just tackle Turtle back the other way. Jojo jumps in, but he won't get the knock up there with the Fate Seal. Shaden's still running all the way out, 200 HP left. His teammates body blocking for him, and JoJo finds the angle to turn it right back down onto Turtle. Evil Genius is up 1-0 in his 3v3, but JoJo ends up dropping, and it's a mean punch from Chop. Ready to go again.
Yeah, and even though TSM are down over 1,000 gold here, if they're able to get Haunter involved with this Rumble with the, never mind, ultimate down, 50% health, 100%.
Nice.
Pick themselves. Sejuani ult, Varus ult, and that's a dead Rakan.
Oh, but now Shaden's going in for Turtle, knocking him up into the air with a point-blank uncharged Keeper's Verdict. JoJo's ready. Chime absorbs a lot with the Haymaker, and now JoJo's gonna burn. Haunter's in the mix, and he's mixing up Evil Geniuses. Insanity jumps in with the Rockets, and a Vengeance is falling comrade. It's a 3-for-1 for...
Loved the early dragon fights. So it's a good counter there for TSM when EG overreach on Turtle, trying to go for that Varus by the tower.
And now they've earned themselves another objective. It's the Rift Herald going their way as they're about to complete it. Chime starting to fight up against JoJo, but it's going to be Ayla burning down first. 200 HP remaining on the enemy support. Haunter nearly has the equalizer. The cooldown is just about to be ready now. There it is. Not quite what he needed to kill Ayla, but he's got the flash for the follow. JoJo drops 2, and TSM's going to give him something to smile about.
Yeah, and they've got a Tristana on top side. Demolish proc, turret will go poof. Here comes the Rift Herald for number 2. They can just hard push on top side.
Yeah, we've got an EG response in mid on that tier 2, but again, let's go back to the philosophy of split push races. The team with Herald wins. The team with Tristana wins. The team with both is gonna make a mess out of you. Tier 3 turret drop top 16 minutes in. Haunter back in the mid lane underneath the tier 2, about to die to Unforgiven. He lives with the scrap shield for an extra second. Shaden barely gets away, but Boogie's gonna swoop in and pick him up, and Insanity jumps in with a mop and bucket at the ready to clean up the enemy AD carry.
Meanwhile, Revenge is going to finish up on this bottom tower, but he's got all of TSM coming for his head. Boogie on the inside route here through the tri-brush. Insanity gives up on the chase while Turtle's still coming.
Revenge got still trying to clear this. Yep. Arctic Assault hits. There's your stun. Turtle trying to get here for the extra damage.
Got a flash the ult.
Just jumping away. I think Revenge should be okay here. Nope, never mind. We got the ulti into the follow-up ulti. Revenge with a leap strike back away, but there it is. Piercing arrow with a flash from Turtle will pierce his heart. Revenge falls. TSM's up 12-6, and they pick up the mid lane tier 1-2.
Yep, he had to flash the ult there because there was Wild Turtle for the follow-up ultimate, but he thought he could tank it with his counter-strike up instead. It is going to be the flash fall. They get the kill. Towers going down on both sides. Flowers.
TSM as EG gonna look for an opportunity to collapse on these guys. Ayla over the wall. He's got the flash on Rakan. That's a big deal. TSM's gonna make sure they don't just get massively engaged on here with that AoE potential. EG putting their focus fire onto the Drake, and there it is, secured. Boogie tried to go in, but he doesn't even get value out of his own ulti. Now if Poppy can knock him out of the way, they can try to go in on everybody else. Boogie's already down below half. Equalizer onto the EG lines as Boogie barely gets away. Haunter wants to chase them, but they can't close the distance yet. Ayla continuing to try to provide an escape route, setting up wards and control and priority over the bottom side river. So they're not going to have any foundational elements up here with the top side. TSM though, they smell that something's going on. They know they gotta try to get in here. Boogie phase check, but that's the tank. EG doesn't want to overcommit onto him. Piercing arrow flies out, but it won't find a target. EG now knows that that Baron crawl isn't gonna work.
I love the tempo of this game though. Now TSM are just gonna start it out. So much damage received by Evil Geniuses by starting out themselves. Poppy Copter is a spinning.
Okay,
Let's time out. He's gonna have to wait for it now. 4K health on this Baron.
Baron down to 3K. TSM are sending it in for the Baron, but now they're gonna go for the fight instead. They explode Shaden. He will not be able to get the Baron steal. The Baron secured. Oh, nice catch there. Chains of Corruption forcing out the cleanse from Unforgiven. As soon as that ulti's back up there on the Varus, TSM's going to have plenty more opportunities to try to make a pick on that valuable carry for Evil Geniuses. Haunter just putting the work in. Down here in bottom lane, finally going to finish off the tier 1 over there. Meanwhile, JoJo's up in top, looking to take that tier 2. He knows that Evil Geniuses does not want to take a fair fight against TSM with the current state of the gold lead and the Baron. So instead, he's just going to trade as effectively as he can cross-map. But the Baron buff and more dudes being present means that TSM is always going to win these races.
On the other side of the map, but here comes that Baron power. Turtle chipping away at the tower too. That thing will drop pretty soon.
One more hit on it, do it. Oh, and it's the cannon minion that guarantees the kill. Now Evil Geniuses have 2 exposed inhibitors because remember back at the 16-minute mark, the Herald charge ended up taking out the tier 3. So if TSM want to, they can just try to take 2 open fights here on the inhibs. Haunter's under pressure from JoJo, but TSM wants to turn it around onto the rest of Evil Geniuses. The equalizer is dropped, and Boogie kills JoJo. Ayla's on the run, and Boogie's buying time with a stopwatch. Shaden has the bomb on his head. It's about to pop. Insanity gets the kill, and he's knocked away in the meantime. TSM get the fight. They get 2 kills. They get the inhib.
Yeah, they're going to keep on pushing. They've got plenty of Baron buff left. Only 13 seconds is needed. Nexus turret under attack.
Nexus turret number 1 below half HP. Ayla just needs to try to buy some time, slow down this TSM push. They got to be a little bit concerned here. The health bars are not looking entirely healthy, but Unforgiven and Revenge are having a hard time holding on. Insanity's turret-crushing power about to explode the last remaining tier 3. Revenge, he's not fed like he was.
That timing here for TSM to be able to contest this dragon. They're going to have to give something with everything that's behind them, but it's kind of risky with how far behind EG are with items right now. But he could teleport behind.
Turtle did get chunked, but Boogie's already going in. Equalizer comes down, and they're trying to find the kill. They already got it. Shaden is down. Ayla is down. Revenge and Unforgiven trying to fight back as JoJo makes his entrance, but he's having to snap back. He's going to die to Turtle. That'll do it. TSM can just march it in from here. Revenge and Unforgiven will not be able to survive the 5-man onslaught. TSM didn't lose anybody. TSM is going to bring us to a game number 5, but they got some unfinished business first. Unforgiven and Revenge trying to battle back, forced back onto the fountain steps. Ladies and gentlemen, playoffs are starting with Silver Scrapes. It's purely physical damage.
Oh, the
and
buffed
Revenge
Aatrox
slams down the buffed Aatrox into the Ornn.
I've been waiting for this all series long. I said it in the game number 1 because I was hoping we get up this dragon. White-green gun's pretty good here for Unforgiven.
Yeah. Turtle and Chime are coming up, but they're about to get engaged on. I don't know what they're doing here alone like this. EG's taking the chance, jumping in. Chime is low. First blood back over to EG, and it's the Unforgiven getting the money. JoJo's down to 200. He's going to try to get away as well. Wild Turtle is still making his way up to the fight, so TSM need to make sure that they've got all their guys here. Haunter's at half HP. Another potential concern as Boogie and Chime want to go in. JoJo's the target. They immediately jump on him, and they burst him down to the Kingslayer. Haunter's coming in with a massive ulti over the top, and he gets the kill back on Ayla. The Ophelio Assault finds a lot of damage, but no kills just yet. Revenge taking up in the front line. The feathers fly, but Turtle's still alive. Unforgiven chases him down, and now EG's going to grab another. Haunter dies to a stab in the back.
Holy!
Board here from TSM to at least see what they're up to. Revenge steps forward, but he might be a little bit too far, so he pops the World Ender, but he's going to get stunned up now. The blade
the kill!
Work! It's a kill back! Revenge is ready to win this game 5. He cuts Turtle down. Q2, Q3, easy money for Revenge, and Evil Genius is outplaying.
People jumping on him before. Now he's also got Gore Drinker on top of the Conqueror.
That second knock-up and can find the follow-up damage. Haunter could have died, so I like the flash to get away from it. Insanity sidestepping away from the Infernal Chains as Revenge, World Ender plus Flash, gets him out of the way of the roots. But now it's 4 TSM players coming in trying to stop him. Haunter can't complete the TP. He tries to use Bellow's Breath to get away, but EG has enough damage to bring him down. Revenge gets back out over the wall, but Turtle's ready to flash follow. Revenge wants to turn it around yet again. Q2 for heal. Revenge dashes away. They just can't kill him.
Oh my God! You can't even say the captain. Never mind. Thanks for the tower.
Yeah, he just kept dashing again and again and again, knowing which walls to go through too, never making any of those oopsie dashes that just run you into the terrain.
Yeah.
EG plus 7,000 gold, 16 minutes in. This game is looking so one-sided.
That's one of the ones where you didn't kill anybody, but you just demoralized their whole team. JoJo might kill someone.
JoJo in the middle of everybody uses Buster Shot to knock Insanity away and then jumps right back in on him when he tries to re-enter with the rocket jump. Boogie's gonna go next. He's stuck in the middle of everyone. Turtle doesn't have the damage to punish EG as they continue pushing forward. Double kill back over to Revenge's Aatrox. Yeah, Haunter got a turret on the other side of the map, but EG ain't done yet. Shaden's coming in on the Sejuani. He's going to be the one who wants to tank the turret. Throws out the ulti, whiffs it. Don't matter. Chime's going to be the last one to die up here, and everybody not named Haunter now has a tombstone. Double kill of it a JoJo. EG's bulldozing him.
Oh my goodness. We actually get to witness some top carry games today, Flowers. Evil Geniuses are steamrolling this one. Over 9,000 at 17.5 minutes. And another dragon picked up here. And it just begs the question, what happened in 1647?
Man, what happened with NA tops? We were talking about NA mids earlier today. NA tops showing up in this one. Here in the top lane, the tier 2's under pressure. Unforgiven and Ayla coming to join Revenge and Shaden. Haunter leads the charge, but he only finds Sejuani. That's not the right target. EG's gonna punish him for it. And again, they make them learn the hard way. JoJo versus Insanity down in the bottom lane at the same time. The Herald's gonna charge into the tier 3 back at top. JoJo misses the abscond abduct. Insanity's putting bullets in his back, but he won't be able to kill him. However, it's not the point. The inhibitor's gonna drop. The Herald charge will get it done. The Shelly is still alive. Are they gonna get this thing all the way to the damn Nexus turret? Turtle wants to stop it, but he can't. The Nexus turret dies, and Revenge is exhausted, but he just walks it right back off.
It's honestly a death trap here. So yeah, they make the call. They're gonna send everybody bottom.
Yeah. Well, JoJo's down there to stop him. He's gonna try to prevent this turret from going. Fires off the stolen Ornn ulti back into Haunter. A teleport's coming in from Revenge. TSM's gotta have at least 4 guys to win this 4v2. Revenge leading the way. Q3 onto Boogie. Throws down the Infernal Chains. Flash coming back out from the TSM jungler. Revenge trying to get himself away from the second part of the Ornn horn. Q3's gonna find all the targets. 4v2, and they're losing the fight. TSM has no damage, no chance, no hope left in this game. EG just massacred them, and they're gonna take the series.
Well, well, well. Unforgiven gets to finish the game all alone at the Nexus. Pose for the selfie here.
Man, oh man, Evil Geniuses in what I'm pretty sure is the fastest game of the whole series. 17-2 takes down TSM in game.